Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. You're seeing a lot of pink these days, and that means one thing. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and this is Miracle Mile Walk Week. We're going to meet a survivor in a moment who has a very special connection to the Miracle Mile Walk. But first, let's talk numbers. The American Cancer Society estimates nearly 300,000 cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women this year. And 28 new cases, make that 2,800 new cases in men. You know it's important to get yearly screenings and mammograms as directed by your physician, but there's more. Doctors say it's also very important to know your risk factors.
So one of the things you really can do is talk to your family. Ask them about, is there anyone in the family who had breast cancer, ovarian cancer, colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, metastatic prostate cancer, male breast cancer, any sort of cancer, and having that list ready so when you go to your primary care doctor or your OB-GYN, you're able to have that conversation, say, hey, this is my family history. Do I meet criteria for meeting with a geneticist, or do I have meet criteria for high-risk screening, meaning alternating MRIs and mammograms every year?
Doctors say knowing your family history can help them evaluate other cancer risk factors. And someone who knows firsthand about a breast cancer diagnosis is with me today. She is a 20-plus year survivor, Jeanette Goad. Jeanette, I'm so happy that you are here with us. Thank you so much for your time. I want to bring the audience in, though, on your special connection to the Miracle Mile Walk. And that connection is you are Laurie Ott's mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yes. And when Laurie has been on my show over the years, she always makes a reference to her mother-in-law and how, you know, that motivates her so much to be so involved with the Miracle Mile Walk. And often Laurie will toss in about my mother, because my mother at 87 was diagnosed. She's almost 91 now, but it's a connection that we have. But I'm so glad the audience gets to meet Jeanette, because you have been talked about several times on our show before. So it's wonderful that you're here with us. You are a 22-year survivor.
Yes.
That's awesome. Tell me what it was like for you when you were first diagnosed.
Frightening. When I got my diagnosis, all I could do was shake.
Oh, I can imagine. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And what was the connection with your granddaughter?
Well, we were watching my granddaughter when she was, from the time she was born. And I was sitting on the porch and I would put her over my shoulder. And it was time for a nap and I was patting her. And every time I'd do that, I'd feel a pain. And so when I went to the doctor and she said, I want you to see a surgeon and have a biopsy.
Right.
So that's how I found it. And what I've usually heard was you do not feel pain with breast cancer.
Right.
But they weren't sure it was breast cancer, but they did the biopsy. And that's when we found, yes, there were cancer cells.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And isn't that just amazing that it was from putting your little grandchild up?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, what was your treatment like after they discovered it?
Well, I had a mastectomy. And after that, because it was so early, I did not need radiation or chemo. So I was very thankful about that.
Absolutely.
So that to me is the reason you have to find out very early as you feel like you might have a problem.
Now, the interesting thing also was that you had only been married to your husband for a couple of years.
For a couple of years.
And you're getting ready to lose.
And I'm getting ready to have a mastectomy, which was not very, it was not very easy.
Of course not, because we identify as women. That's just a part of us, yeah.
But he always said to me, and he still says it, you didn't lose a breast, you lost cancer.
That support is incredible.
My support has been wonderful. Between him and my family, my support has been wonderful. And my granddaughter, who I used to pat on my shoulder, until I guess this year, maybe last year, she was in college and she has always walked with me.
Yeah.
And she won't be here this year, but this year I can't walk either because of a bad knee, but I will be at the
You will
at
be
the
there.
festivities.
Yes, you will, and you will be wearing your pink. Look at all of these. Can you see all these wonderful buttons? And you say you have more. These are just what you brought with you today. But you know, that's what the Miracle Mile Walk is about. It's about celebrating survivors. It's
Yes.
about honoring the memory of people that we've lost. But that community support has got to mean so much. It is, the energy at the Miracle Mile Walk is tremendous.
It is. The family support, the support from the breast care. Please find somebody that you can get support from. And if you have no one, if you're alone, have no one, go over to the breast care center.
Yeah.
I mean, those ladies, they were even there in after my surgery,
Right.
or before and
Right.
after my surgery.
I think it's so amazing how they just, that they are there with you from the time you're diagnosed.
Yes.
Somebody is walking you
Yes.
through and
Yes.
holding your hand to the next step.
Exactly, and the doctors never give up either. I still see the doctor.
That's awesome. Jeanette Goad, you have a wonderful story, and I appreciate you being here today and sharing with us.
you.
And the Miracle Mile Walk is coming up this Saturday, October 21st, at the Augusta Common. At 7:30, drop-off donations begin and the stores open. The walk begins at 9 o'clock. It is a 3-mile fun walk. And even if you can't walk with us, you can help fight breast cancer in these ways: sponsor, form a team, or donate today. From a big community walk to a community performance. Coming up on Jennie, the Augusta Junior Players will be presenting Sisters. Roy Lewis is here with a cast member coming up right after this quick break.